ready. I'm ready.
Good.
I'm ready.
We're in the second half. I think we're back. So, Drumurboy is putting some bread and potatoes away. Maybe it's bread, maybe it's potatoes. I missed that part. Meanwhile, Dr. Barnabas Jenkins needs to get up off the ground.
No. Dr. Barnabas.
Nope, he dies.
Dies.
Yay!
So
He's like, he died. My last movement, I will stand up. Then all the blood falls out of him.
it's not that he stands up. He collapses to the ground and is reaching towards Newton Maxwell, kind of like he wants to stab him one more time with the Ripper claws. And pulls himself forward, and there's just a blood smear as the blood pouring off of his head and leg bring him to pause. He's done. Not even the greatest medical service. Well, if you got a trauma team here within 5 minutes and picked him up, he would maybe live, but probably not. Newton Maxwell, he's dead. Mostly. And his organs are all intact except for his leg.
Well, I'm not worried about harvesting organs just yet. Because
I understand. That's very reasonable.
I've heard gunfire, yeah?
Oh yeah, yeah. You heard 2 gunshots.
More than that, I would think.
He means gunfire that he hasn't seen. Oh yeah, you heard Maxine fire once. The laser is completely silent. And then you heard one of the guards fire twice. The other one jammed on the first shot, so you didn't hear anything.
Where's my move speed?
It's your MA on your sheet, or your run. Yeah.
Oh, 27. Okay.
Yep. You can run 27.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah.
I can run 20. I can run 21, but having like mine's at 7. So
Look at Mr. Olympic level track. Jesus. Well,
I mean,
yeah.
the difference between Newton and myself is I'm mostly cyborg and he's mostly man muscle.
Yeah, Newton, if you want to outflank these guys
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay.
In the TV show version of this, when he died is when like the commercial break would happen, and then the next scene would open on the cops just with the sound like dum 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 running down the hall.
By the way, I'd like to point out this is the exact opportune time that you are supposed to use full auto.
Yeah.
Like literally, like right now, this is how many bullets you got left in that magazine of yours there, Spooty?
I've only taken 2 shots, so I have, or 3 shots.
You took 3 shots.
3 shots, so I have 17 bullets.
Yeah.
All right.
You're going to want to fire at 10. So here's the thing to note real quick is you notice one of the guys who was outside getting noodles is in here now with a rifle.
Okay.
And when he sees you, he begins sighting the rifle down towards you.
Through the 2 guys that are in between us?
Yeah.
All right. Also,
I thought the decontamination chamber was in full.
It is. He is literally just like Terminatoring through it. So
But
it
no,
is.
I
It's
thought
violently.
that the
Yeah, it's violently spraying
Okay.
the foam and the like deadly radiation. He does not appear to be affected in any way by it.
so Spooty, if you want to fire at both of them with a full auto, you totally can.
Yeah.
I thought decontamination was like doors sealed. Are they plastic doors or like see-through?
He has opened them somehow, as far as you can tell.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna just do a full auto spray, I guess, down the hallway, right? And
Okay.
Yeah.
hit?
So
The question
So
is,
it
are you
goes-
looking to hit one target or are you looking to spray all of them?
I mean, I feel like I should try to spray all of them.
Okay, just know that spraying all of them is very difficult. Hitting one target is very easy.
Yeah, but I want to spread my love and kisses to all 3 of them.
Okay, so let's look
well,
at
the first 2 targets would be relatively easy to hit with the full auto. Including the third guy would make it quite difficult.
it's
Yeah.
the
So
area
it
that you set
goes-
up is the problem.
No. Full auto is rate of fire
You're
divided by
thinking-
number of targets fired at. So
Oh yes, you're right.
Yeah, you're thinking
So
the
you
other thing.
can- Yeah, you're thinking suppressing fire, which is
Yes.
different.
Thank
Right.
you.
So basically, what you do is, if you're hitting, are you hitting 2 targets or 3 targets?
I mean, I want to hit 3 to include that guy, but if it's going to be fruitless, then obviously I would just go after these 2.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 targets. So what you do you have to roll for each target. So you're rolling your weapon
Rifle?
skill. So how many bullets you firing? 17.
Yeah, I mean, I'm unloading.
It's not worth
yeah.
it to roll more than 10. You're not going to get a bonus anyway because you're not firing 10 bullets at either of them.
So you can fire. Yeah. So if you're firing 17 bullets, you can fire 10 at one and 7 at the other.
You have to
Which
divide
means
them
that
evenly.
So why don't I just do 10, 5, and 5?
Yes.
Okay. So I roll rifle for each of them.
Yes.
Okay.
But the first one you shoot at would get a +1.
You would get a +1 to hit
Yes.
on them.
Okay.
But the other
alright.
2 would just be basic. So
So first one is an 18, and the second
um,
one.
Just hold on. For every point over the success required to hit. So you're only rolling once
Okay.
because the 2
so-
hit is the same for both of them. All right. So you are going to hit number of points more than the 2 hit number. All right. So I did this wrong last time. You are going to hit it 3 times, and you can pick which of the 2 of them you're going to hit with those 3 bullets. You can say 1 to one guy, 2 to the other, or 3 to all of them.
Wait. So I'm shooting 10 bullets, but I only hit 3 times?
Correct.
Why is that?
Because they're
you're not
dodging
aiming,
as well.
You're
Yeah.
literally full auto is literally you hip firing and just sort of.
Sure, I'm just trying to understand how the math works.
Yeah.
So that way, my
Yeah.
odds for the future.
Your odds are usually pretty good.
So the way that I've written
You
it
roll
down
you
here
rolled a
is-
2 is the problem.
Oh,
You rolled the lowest you
okay.
could get and still hit, and you actually
see.
still hit 3 times.
I see. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right. So I hit these 2 guys.
correct.
3 times.
You get 3 bullets, and you get to pick who you put the bullets into.
Okay. All right. So.
Well, actually, Arthur, you're actually doing it wrong because he has to roll for each target that he hits, that he's aiming at with the bullets. So if he's spraying at 3 people,
For every point of success, he's only spraying at 2 people. For every point of success over the required to hit round, 1 round hits a target. So he only rolls once, and he gets to pick which bullets hit which target.
So
That's my
the
read.
success or the to hit needed to be 15 or higher. I rolled an 18. That's
Correct.
why I hit 3 times.
Correct.
Okay, now I understand. All right, so I'm gonna hit this first guy twice,
Yes.
and then the second guy once.
All right, so
'cause
do
that
a
seems to
2.
make sense.
Do a 2 and a 1.
A 2 and a 1. What?
For your damage,
Hit your
2 hits
hit my
and then
okay.
1 hit.
would you also
okay.
say that, Arthur? Would you say that these guys were surprised?
No.
By chance?
The facility is under attack. They're very clear that they're going to get shot. Well, one of them gets shot in the face and dies. The very first guy you start spraying, the very first round catches him in the face. You hit him in the leg, and you also rip his leg off at the same time.
Nice. And now the second guy I hit once.
Incidentally, this is the one who shot Maxine.
Yeah.
and
You also blow this guy's leg off.
Nice.
So he is going to need to roll to save. This is left leg gone. Shot off. He does not go down, so he does not have a functioning weapon at the moment, and
And he's missing a leg.
well, the leg is not. It's not like the leg is totally blown off, but yeah, like he
Right.
can't stand on it very well anymore.
But both of them still have harvestable organs.
Yeah, well, he's not unconscious or dead yet, but yes, they both very much have harvestable organs. I'm glad that this is your top
Arthur-
priority.
I mean,
Yeah.
Arthur, I just want to point out real quick, page 106,
Yep, I'm
The
there.
full auto option is based on the rate of fire of the weapon. If attacking more than one target, you must divide the rate of fire of the weapon
then
by
roll
the total number
for
of targets,
each target
then roll
hit.
for each target individually.
All right, I'll buy that. We'll do that in the future then.
Yeah.
We're not going to
So
roll.
instead of just doing one rifle,
You would have
roll, I
rolled.
should have
Yeah,
done
you would have rolled twice.
one for each. Okay, that's fine.
All right, mash
And then
Nathers.
for each, so then you would roll damage for each target
one.
over the difficulty. So for example,
sure.
if you hit all three with every 3 attacks, and you rolled 3 damage for the first one, 2 damage for the second one, and maybe 1 damage for the third one. That's sort of how it would break down, essentially.
That's fine. Okay, makes sense.
Mash. You have several options ahead of you: personal logs, Voodoo, Limelight, TPS reports, and memo to self.
How long would I get to spend on these options?
I
many
mean,
rounds?
this is internal inside your brain. So
Well, what I'm saying is, last time I got 2 rounds on the followers.
you're not sure.
Okay. Well, it's not like we can bring the dude back from the dead, so.
Yes, he is. Well, if you got him to a trauma team in the next 5 minutes, they could revive him. Very
If we're looking
unlikely.
for dirt. So I've already got Voodoo. I've already got the.
You have,
what was the other
you
one I
have
got?
Project Voodoo and you have Project Limelight. These ones are just folders called Voodoo and Limelight. They're not. Project is not attached to them, and they're also not encrypted.
I think I'm going to go for the personal memo first.
So personal logs or memo to self, which one?
Memo to self.
All right. Memo to self is an audio file of the doctor going, Dr. Barnabas Jenkins, memo to self, find and execute Maxine Martini. End memo.
I'll save that one for a rainy day.
If you recall, you had a conversation with Maxine who was like, what's the Morgans? Or something like that.
Would you like to buy some timeshares?
You basically, from his point of view, you almost crank called him. So he was just like, yep, not going to deal with that again.
It's aggressive.
The good security guard's turn. All right, so Newton, this guy is basically like 90% cyber. You can see that his flesh is literally like running off of his body at this point. Like his skin, he has actual human skin that is being so badly damaged by the radiation and the acidic decontamination chamber. He's terminating you right now.
Dun, 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 dun.
What? Why did it even need to eat ramen noodles then?
What an amazing question. He is going to shoot you.
He's gonna shoot this guy.
No, he's going to shoot you.
Well,
Partial cover.
roll one.
He gets +2. You know what?
There
Maybe.
is such
maybe.
a thing as partial cover.
Well, I'll look.
And I'd say
Literally, it would be like the lowest amount of SP you can give for partial cover is 5. Just so you know. That is the minimum amount you can give to
You're
someone.
saying because there's a dude standing in the way, I would get partial cover?
No,
and-
actually,
and
it
the
makes more sense that
decontamination that's
you would be
ongoing.
harder. You would be
Oh,
harder
yeah.
to hit because of it. So he would actually have negatives to his sight lane to you. But if he's cyberneticked up, it might not matter.
Yeah, he is cybernetic up. I'm not seeing anything about partial cover. And this hallway is
anything.
this hallway is
yeah,
quite wide. I
anything-
feel like there's more than enough space to correctly shoot him.
So if he has like any cyberware that assists with aiming, there
Yes.
is literally nothing you can do.
He's
So,
got
like,
targeting scope and a smart gun. He's firing
there is
Arasaka
literally
Minami
no way you can
on
dodge that shit.
full auto. So he gets a +5 to the shot.
He rolls a 1.
That does not. No.
No,
He
that's
hits
not a
you
1.
8 times.
Jesus.
Don't worry, it's an SMG. The caliber will be a lot smaller. So
And I don't get like dodge. I have.
he's rolling what? 8 bullet, 8 damage there.
Yes.
But yeah. Mm-hmm. The other guy's just like ducking. Like, ah!
My ears.
Wow. I don't know that that's gonna penetrate your armor anywhere. Let's take a look
Not
at
on my
you.
legs. I don't have any armor on my arms.
No, you do. You have armor. Yeah.
You hear like a minuscule version of the Terminator theme when he's shooting, and then like all the bullets ricocheting off Newt. A louder Terminator theme.
It says that you have armor. Maybe it's because you have cyber arms or something. No, that doesn't sound right.
No, I see 0 on both right and left arm. I have 10 chest.
A flash jacket? Or
That-
No,
oh,
you
sorry.
have a jacket on.
I'm looking at Mash
Which is
Nathers.
like-
That's why.
I have 10
Yeah,
chest and 20 on my legs.
Oh wow, you're about to take a whole. You could possibly die from this.
Yeah.
Okay, so first leg hit does nothing to you. Your right arm is now gone. It's unusable, and you take 11 points of damage. Your left arm is
What about
also
BTM?
gone, and -3 will not. Yeah, -3 is not going to do it. Okay, so you take 8 damage to your right arm, so write down 8 injury. Then you take 10 to your left arm, and it's also gone. 10 to the chest does nothing. 11 to the chest reduces your armor by 1 and deals 1 point of damage to you. Leg deals nothing. So you're going to end up taking 8, 10, and 1.
19?
Yep. This,
What is
yeah, 19
yeah,
injury.
Yeah, that sounds like you might be dead. Yeah.
Yeah, you could very well have died.
what's my hit points?
40, but it's very unlikely you're actually going to reach 40. So we'll walk through it. Hit the save right now.
Okay.
If it comes up mortal fail, you die. You die.
Yay! Fuck.
All
Yeah,
right.
this game is very lethal.
You have
very
5
lethal.
minutes for someone to get you to a trauma team or someone that's very incredible at doing stuff.
I mean, we do have a doctor.
Okay.
We do. Don't worry. In my game, this happened on episode 1. So
That's true.
Don't
So
worry
wait,
about it.
I have 40 hit points, but I take
Yeah.
19 damage. I can still die.
So anything over 12 damage, and you're in mortal wounding. So basically, mortal wounding is a step up. So every single time that you have a turn, think of it as like a death save.
Right.
like,
right.
Anything over 12 is like, yeah.
Okay, so that's why it says status mortal 1. Got it. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are now in what's called the death state. For every minute, your death state increases. At death 10, you are dead, unrecoverable. Permanently dead. Not mostly dead, not slightly alive. You're totally dead. Okay.
Wave.
Yes, you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
For every minute that you're dead, it increases by 2. So you have about 6 minutes to live.
Okay.
Once they're there, you can either get trauma team or technically Coltan can attempt this roll to stabilize you.
Can I vocalize anything at all, or am I just like? laying on the
I will
fucking
give you
ground?
some dying words here. I'll give you, like one phrase of, "Oh God, I've been shot 8 times."
I mean, that's pretty much. I'm in the corner. I've been shot, and then that's yeah.
I believe all of your cell phones are on, so everybody can hear each other. So yeah.
I'm
Was this
also
even
down the hall.
vocalized to me inside
Yes.
of the computer?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, Colton would have seen me go down. He
I'm
can
right down the
literally
hall.
see me. Yeah.
Yeah, so to be clear, these laboratory mirrors are one way, so Maxine and Coltan can 100% see you.
Well, Colton is literally in the same.
Yeah, I
hallway
understand.
as me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maxine, you watch this happen. You don't know who just shot him, but you do know that 20 bullets went down the corridor past him. It's not great. Coltan,
It's not great.
Newton is bleeding out on the floor dying, and his arms are real fucked up. Like, even if you heal him, he's probably going to need to get replacement arms, either cybernetic or you're going to have to try to regrow cloned arms for him.
No, you can get VAT arms from.
Yeah, cloned arms.
I mean, you can actually buy like other people's arms. Like anyone that gets their arm
Sure.
chopped off,
I'll buy that.
puts it into thing. And there's actually a whole black market of people just been like, well, your arm has been in this storage for like a week now. I'm just gonna sell it. Like, so
replacement
you can
surgery
actually have like.
is
like
€1,000
a
bucks.
and a white man's arm. It's like, yeah.
Can we just cut some arms off some of these fresh bodies and
Yeah, so
staple them
Provided
on?
we survive this, that's what I'm thinking. Like
you're
we
gonna
just-
need you actually need the arm of someone who has body 10 like you. So you're gonna need a real good. Do you know who has
body
body
9?
Oh, well, then you need someone with body 9 or 10. You know who has body 10?
Who?
The doctor, Barnabas
fucking-
Jenkins.
oh my God.
Whose arms are intact.
Well then,
Not for long.
And he has all those rippers in his hands and shit too. So
I mean, yeah, he's got cyber arms. So
imagine you wrestling with claws. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like,
I need to live now.
you're gonna need cybernetic surgery to get his arms. But yeah, Colton, it is your turn.
here's my turn.
Staple them on.
You essentially
Remember the
just
thing
watched.
we talked about at the break? Ignore that for now.
I like that you guys had a secret plan, and now the plan is not working.
Well, I'm gonna like motion to Pascal, like take the janitor's card out of my pocket and place it on this desk and like slap it down when I run.
No,
off
that's
down the hall.
an extra action. Don't spend the
I
action
will.
because you're.
I'll
That's
allow
an
that as
action?
part of your. If you're gonna move somewhere, I'll allow you
Yeah,
to place
okay.
that as part of
I'm
that.
going up the hall.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
I think I can get a. What is it? Q and then this.
Yeah,
Oh,
you have
it's
to
not
pick it
working.
up and then Q.
all right.
Pick it
Yes.
up.
Nobody lose a leg because that guy's leg is
you.
completely fucked. By the way, don't take his legs.
It can't be Q, by the way, because I'm doing
If
the
you
thing.
you have to pick up, then hit Q, and then hit Q everywhere you stop. Got it?
Oh, I see. So I can get to there on one move. So I have to get to here.
Who would have thought that not protecting my arms would be my downfall?
Or your head. I can't believe you don't have head armor.
I thought I did have head armor.
Do you?
No.
Let's take
Yeah,
a
I'm
look.
pretty sure he does.
You have a
By the
0
way-
head.
Hold on.
By the way, guys,
we specifically
make sure-
asked the last time was he gonna get a steel helmet, and he said, "Nah, I don't need it."
Oh fuck, that's right. Yeah, no. I
No,
don't.
wait, hold on. You have a Kevlar vest. Hold on.
torso.
Hold the phone. I think it also covers arms.
no, the vest is just torso. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
wow.
Vests
Jesus.
are literally
It's
designed
whether
to
it
let
was
your
vest or
arms
t-shirt.
breathe.
If
Oh,
it's
boy.
vest, then if it's vest, then it's arms. If it's t-shirt, then it's just. And they're the same price, so you could decide which.
The vest does not have arms. Okay.
No,
Yep.
that's
You
what
let
makes it a
you let your
vest.
arms breathe.
Yeah, I gotta let those. I gotta
boy.
give those guns some room.
I
to
understand.
move.
All right. So Colton, what is the plan here?
What is the play on moving further than my?
I don't
What?
think you can do it.
Because I'm.
You can't.
If I run, I can get to here.
What are you gonna do from there? What would you like to do?
I don't know. What can I do from there? Can I surgery
like-
from here?
Get into cover.
Ooh,
Get
listen.
into cover.
What are you talking
Can
about?
You can only move 12 meters.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
apparently.
a lot of people can only move that far. That's pretty normal.
Like what?
You're a
what can I
fucking
do?
monster,
6 seconds,
okay?
Rudy.
What can I do to
monster
stabilize
with
him?
wings.
I will buy that you
Arms.
can make a stabilization from here. Yes. So it'll be at a -3. You need to hit a certain amount. I believe it's a 15. You'll be rolling with medical tech, which
you
is
can do this.
which is great for you.
No. It is much harder than 19. It's his current critical level is the DC in order to pass.
Let me double check that. But it is going to be a medical
it's a-
tech skill no matter what happens.
What is my critical level? What does that mean?
Well, what's your current damage at?
19.
So that'll be the difficulty that he needs to pass.
Yeah, isn't that what Arthur just said?
No, that's not what I said. I said 15. I was just giving an example.
Yeah, 15.
I mean, you just need to roll is all you have to do, Colton, for tech medical.
All right, I'm gonna dump some luck into this.
Oh boy, what a great
Yes.
plan.
All of my luck, all three of them.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
All right, let's go. 25.
Yeah.
All right, you definitely save him.
Yeah.
The problem now is you need to roll a 1d10 and get higher than a 1.
Me or him?
You.
6.
Yes. Okay. So you are stabilized, and you are no longer falling in death state. Now, of course, if someone shoots you again or injures you in any way, you're going to be real bad.
Now, since I'm like,
if the GM is a dick, my character dies.
I'm out of line of sight. I'm stabilizing from a distance. I think this is like a stealth stabilize. I'm out of line of sight.
I'll buy that with a roll at a -6.
Ooh.
Would this negate?
Stealth check.
Would this negate my previous shit, or just like put
No,
his attention on
no.
me?
This is just so that you can hide that you're doing it. You've already succeeded. Now is the question of, does the Terminator and his police partner know what's happening? Success or failure here is only whether people may or may not notice you.
So is this a stealth skill, and what's the?
Yes, -6.
Yes.
I don't have stealth as a skill.
I think it's reflex.
Reflex?
I got it. I got it here. Hang on. I'm pretty sure it's reflex, but stealth is reflex. Yeah.
Okay. So they will roll awareness notice based on your success level.
Do it. Oof.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we will.
Not great. That's
Anything
not
else
good.
you want to do?
There's no prepare in action in this one.
No. You can aim, but
And do I need to, now that he's stopped me from dying, do I change anything on my character sheet? Or...
nope. We'll come back to how long it takes you to heal. It's gonna be.
Okay.
I mean,
worries.
you're basically
a
out
while, yeah.
for like 20 days or something like
That's
that.
fine.
Yeah, the next time you wake up, we'll either all be dead or you'll be in a bed.
I mean, the next time you wake up, you might have surgical scars on your arms where they've been replaced by new arms.
What is this?
This is a corner, is what you're
No,
pinging,
the
right?
thing I'm like.
Oh, those are like utility joists that hold up the ceiling. They're load bearing.
Okay, so that's not something I can push or pull or anything. Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
You're kind of using it for cover though, which I'm gonna put towards the their roll to see
Arthur,
you.
do you want the sheet of quick cover stuff that I made?
No. If they're gonna shoot him, they're probably just gonna walk up and shoot him.
Oh yes, ye old point blank.
Yeah. So anything else, Colton?
No.
Okay.
The only thing, like character-wise, you probably notice like Colton's face is not as usually like half smirk, jokey self. It's like full-on South America mode.
I'll tell you what I think happened. I love the idea that you ran down the corridor, then you threw your skateboard down in front of you and slid on it until you stopped just in range to work in Newton. You're like, you hit him with a little bit of morphine, you tie up his arm wounds real quick.
Yeah, my little finger swing
all
comes out of a
know.
modular hand and just like. Boop.
I'm blindly
that's
trying to kiss
impossible.
whoever saved me.
We're
We
gonna
all know
change your
that's
name to
impossible
Spootnik, okay?
considering how many bullet casings are in this hallway now, which is at least 90 by my counts. So,
Pascal, there has been a spat of automatic weapons fire, which you didn't get to see any of. You're just listening to the sounds of brrrr.
But there is
Guns go brrr.
there is the thing you wanted on the table outside of the.
That's true.
generators door.
That's true.
Thank
There is
you.
a key card.
I'm trying to remember how it is that I map out my movement in Roll20.
Pick up.
Pick up your token
pick up
and then
your
hit
dude.
Q everywhere you want to stop.
And sorry, Q everywhere I want to stop?
Yep. Got it?
Yeah. Q. 6 meters, 8 meters. All right, that's as far as I can.
8 meters.
12 meters is as far as I can
no.
get. So if I
my
got
God.
to here, would you say that I have line of sight on the guard that's still up?
Yes. With
Okay.
the damaged leg, yes.
Okay. I come over here as part of my movement. I pick up the key card, and then I'm going to.
What do you got? Handguns?
I've got a handgun. I've got an auto pistol.
It might not be worthwhile doing that.
I mean,
let's see.
He's missing.
So the distance
His
is
other
16
leg
meters.
is still there. Yeah.
So
it's 1/4.
In order to hit,
it's still 15 to hit.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep, I'm buying that. 1/4 distance,
Well,
which is
anything below 12 meters is close, and medium is 25. Yeah. So anything up to 25 meters over 12 is medium range.
It's 1/4 of 50, which is what, like? Oh, you're right.
1/4 of 50 is 12.
12.5. Yeah. All right. So it's going to be a 20 to hit at a -3 because you've already moved. You still good with trying to take the shot?
I'm going to take a shot anyway.
Okay.
If that range is specific to handguns?
Yep. So basically, handguns have 50 meters. SMGs have 200, and rifles have 400.
SMGs are 150.
Or yeah, whatever. That's fine. That's fine. I was just double checking to see like if it was.
And there are unique weapons that have different ranges. All right.
Sure.
Let's take the shot, Pascal. Oh, you did take the shot. It's nowhere.
I took the shot and didn't.
Yeah, I feel like you shoot a wall. Bing. Anything else? You could of course try to shoot again semi-automatic, but it would be at a -6 to hit a 20, which might be outside of your ability to do without a 10.
You get that sweet XP.
You know, I mean,
that's not how XP works.
There's no real reason not to.
I don't know how any of this works.
Yeah.
So.
No.
Yeah, no.
All right.
I mean, if you want, you can put down covering fire to stop them from coming in the door.
You can't put down covering fire with a semi-automatic weapon.
That's true.
Yeah.
You need to have at least
6 or 7 really well-timed bullet shots, right before they go in.
Maxine, you're up. You see Newton's dying. You can see Coltan skating his way across the floor, fixing Newton up. You can see one of the guards gets bird. The other guard is not doing so well. And there's a third shooter who you can't see, but clearly has a very large automatic weapon.
Okay.
Shoot from cover. Rule number 1.
Let's see. Like, I'm trying to set up. I just want to hightail it out of there and get to more of my party folks. Since I can't.
I mean, if you get behind this thing.
Yeah.
That'll at least give you a few SP of cover.
Okay.
You can also see out from this room. There's like the one side of windows inside this room, so you can see out.
Is this an operating table? This thing in the middle here?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna hide behind this thing here. It didn't really put me behind it.
You can hold Alt to sub move. It'll drop you wherever you stop rather than.
Let's see. What would that be in a Mac? Maybe.
Command? No. No, command, I think.
Command is control.
Option.
Option.
There we go. Yeah, thank you. All right, so I'm gonna duck down here. And okay, so what can I? So from here, like I can see the exact same thing. You can see this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy is on the floor. He's dead.
Okay. I'm gonna go for this guy. I am going to use. Hold on. I'm going to use my gun. I'm going to use my Colt AMT Model 2000 to try to shoot him.
Okay, so 15 to hit.
Okay, so I'm going to go to Where is it? Hold on.
You need to roll that handgun skill. Yep.
Okay, handgun. And you said a modifier of
0.
0, okay.
All right,
Nice.
you hit.
Yay!
Roll damage for 1 hit.
Okay. Let's see here.
That's not the. I know it is the right guy. Roll a d10 again, because his left leg is already gone.
Oh, okay.
You'll hit. You'll deal damage. If you hit him anywhere with armor, it's not going to do anything. All right, you hit him in the right arm, and the bullet deflects off of his police, corporate police issue black armor.
Blast.
He's like, ah, as it hits him, but it's heavy armor. Heavy-ish. These two guys.
Wait, can she not shoot again?
Oh, you're perfectly correct. I'm sorry. You have any number of extra actions you can take if you'd like.
Okay, I'm going to shoot again, and I'm going to use a luck on this one too.
Okay, it's a -3.
Okay.
This is the second shot.
All right.
Actually, I'm sorry. It's a -6 because it's your second action because you moved, then you shot again.
Okay. Can I use? I'm just gonna go ahead and use like 4 luck on this.
Perfect.
Actually, no. Let's see. I'm gonna use 5 luck on this.
All right. So you only have a -1.
Okay.
You need to hit a 15.
So -1.
Not the best for you. Not the worst, but okay, you hit.
Hey!
All right. Roll damage again.
All right.
Really want to hit him in the leg. It's the only way you can damage him right now. 18 points to the chest is exactly his chest armor, so it doesn't deal any damage. The bullet hits and fragments and sprays in front of him. It's so fast you never even see it. You just see you hit him, he goes, ah! On his turn, he begins limping away back into the security office. He does not get very far.
What a punk.
He hits a button on the console, and all of the lock security doors shut.
Are those the orange doors?
Yes, so I'm gonna mark them on the map. Remember when the place went into lockdown and the decontamination started?
Yeah.
The decontamination sequence never stopped, but the door unlocked. Okay, so the morgue wasn't locked. But yeah, everything that has a gray thing over it is now relocked. The doors slam shut, cutting Nathers off from the rest of the story.
Wasn't there a chair in the way?
He picked it up and moved it when he got up.
Yeah, when he got up, the chair got knocked out of
So the building is in full lockdown now.
Isn't there a corpse in the way?
He's dead. Newton Maxwell is also out of the initiative order. Nathers. Let's talk to you.
I don't think there's a lot I can do to this door.
Are you gonna unplug?
What's in front of me in terms of
Personal logs, Voodoo, Limelight, TPS reports, and you can see 4 upcoming that read fundraising, stock outlook, security, and goals.
Security sounds kind of nice.
I don't know if the security will let me do anything with security, but
It's a file about their security. It's not physically interacting with it. But you might learn something from it. I'm not making any promises here.
the password is ABC123 for all the security and armories in the building. Now,
I have the same combination on my luggage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm gonna safely eject myself from this thing.
Okay, that's your first action. Is you eject? Yep. So I have the data that you've downloaded so far.
Cool.
What else do you want to do? When you look around, the room is now empty. There's no one here. The security door is locked shut, and there's this red light over it indicating that the facility's in lockdown.
So I have some pretty good augmented strength and such.
Okay.
Is there a panel or anything like that here that I can fuck around with or interact with or interface with or anything like that?
I mean, you could probably punch your way out of the hollow walls here, which are super thin, and you could just get outside and
Kool-Aid man it.
yeah. It's only a 20 to damage the doors, to damage the wall. So, you know, a good gunshot will go through it.
Taekwondo my way through the fucking wall.
Yep. I mean, you know that that's something you could perform as well.
What about ventilation? What are we talking about here?
The ventilation system is too small to fit in here. All right. The idea of being able to sneak to die hard your way through ventilation is imaginary. I don't know if you've ever looked at a vent in a real facility, but no. More importantly, this is
clean.
I want to be clear that the ventilation here is also security grade, because this is a biological contaminant facility, so it probably has some warnings that there's like a laser grid and like clean industrial cleaners in there that will kill you if you encounter
them. They just
them.
thought of everything, haven't they?
I mean,
Deus Ex never thought about that.
Yeah. Come on over.
Okay, so let me. Is there a weak wall here? I mean, I have the blueprints.
there
right?
are weak exterior walls. There's not a weak interior wall.
Oh, interesting.
Conceivably, Maxine with her micro missiles might be able to blow a hole in one of the walls, one of the interior walls, but not the security door because it's reinforced. The security door has an armor rating of 40.
I also have strength feat.
Okay.
So I'm capable of feats of strength.
I understand that.
So how did this door shut? Down, left, right?
Left, right.
Center?
Left, right.
Left, right? Okay. Do you think I would be capable enough of like...
What's your rating in it?
I have a 1 in strengthening, but I have a 9 in body.
Okay. I'm gonna just double check to see if you, as a person with strength feat, understand how bad this door is. So I'm gonna take a look at what strength feat allows you to. A 2 allows you to rip thin books in half, and an 8 would allow you to rip a phone book in half and snap handcuffs. So this is probably too. You would know that this. It's probable you could get it open eventually, but it's not going to be fast unless you get lucky.
Is there any intercom in here?
No, but your phones are all on. You're currently the router for the whole group's phone system. Remember?
So there's no like button from this guy's main desk to security?
No, for sure. If that's what you're looking for, there is such a phone right next to his computer.
Okay, so here's what I'll do. I'm going to intercom over to the security.
Understood. Someone picks up immediately and goes, "Security, who the fuck is this?"
What was the guy's name?
Dr. Barnabas Jenkins.
Barnabas Jenkins? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, in terms of security personnel, did we get that in a dossier before we came in here or anything like that?
No.
Like names of people who were in the building, anything along those lines?
The person we know is Jimmy John.
You got several people's dossiers, but not the individual security guards.
It's like, so basically I will do my best here to
You've got a voice changer, don't you?
No, I'm going to use my credibility here, Arthur.
Okay. To do that, you need to identify yourself as Mash Nathers.
That's fine. I don't mind doing that. So
So I'm
going to say...
Don't you recognize my voice? I'm podcaster Mash Nathers. Also late night FM DJ. You tell me what you say.
Security personnel. My name is Mash Nathers. You might recognize my voice from such amazing podcasts and scream sheets as the mashup and mashing with mash. I'm here on behalf of Dr. Barnabas Jacobs. I was doing a interview with him about his personal life and well-being and the future of the company when all of this went down. Do you have any idea what's happening?
Okay, so all you want from him is information, like a status report.
Also, my goal is to fast talk him to open the door so that I can get out because
All right,
I'm scared.
That is, well, I'd say that's going to be more than one roll.
Sure, fine.
All right,
That's
for
fine.
now, you're establishing yourself with credibility. It's a 20. You're basically like, hi,
hit?
Actually, I think it's going to be a 25. It's going to be very difficult for a man who's just been shot, his facility's been invaded, and he also knows that Barnabas Jenkins is compromised because he did not give the authorization code.
Credibility should be a lot easier to hit than that, wouldn't it?
It's the... This guy might believe you, but the part is he has to care, right? He's currently dying.
Yeah. So this skill is critical to getting your story heard and acted on, as well as convincing people to tell you things, give you information, or get you into where the story is literally happening.
Correct. And I'm telling you that this is a man who is dying and he is in charge of security. And you're like, hey, could you tell me what's happening right now?
Yeah, all right. Well,
You're trying to talk to a police officer who has a gun to somebody's head, and you're like, hey, could you give me a status update on Twitter? And he's just like, not now, man.
So I'm going to basically change it to be like,
okay,
listen, I'm here to cover the story of this doctor, and some shit is going down. This story has to be told. Your bravery will inspire millions of people in Redline City. There is no greater honor to being the hero in this story.
Okay. 23.
I tried. Okay.
You got this.
I'm a dump my luck. All 3 points of it.
Just taking a big dump right all over this roll?
I'm taking a big luck dump.
Is that even sanitary?
It is now.
I can smell it from...
Oh my god. For those who are only listening and not watching, he rolled a 38. So
Jesus.
he got a 10 and then a 9.
4 years from now, this security guard is going to be on the mashup. He's like whatever that guy's name is to Joe Rogan.
Oh.
You know, the guy that's never on camera, Justin or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, look it up.
Yeah, that's this security guard 4 years later
right.
for MASH.
So the security guard goes, Mash Nathers, I know you, man. Just give me a sec. I'm catching my breath. Okay. Yeah, look. So, how's the doctor?
He's in a condition, and he desperately needs to make sure that people get his story out.
Okay, look. One of our... let's call him operatives, man. One of our operatives is on his way to you to extract the doctor, okay? There should be a restroom in that room that you're in. Go in the restroom and lock the door, all right? We'll be in to get you in about 4.5 minutes. Tactical is coming.
No, I can guarantee you right now that the best option is to make sure this door gets open. You know why? And I will tell you why. Because his leg is stuck in the door, my friend.
But listen, that is great, and we'll roll on that next time around. This guy is moving forward. You know what? When he sees Maxine, he's gonna turn and automatically engage with her. All right, so Maxine, this guy is moving forward. You can see him speaking, and like the beard on his chin is coming off with all of the acid and horrifying radiation he just took, and you can see he's got like a cyber skeleton. You can't really lip read him that well, but it's clear that he's like shouting at somebody essentially, but no words are coming out. He sees you, immediately pivots, and just sprays the whole room down with SMG bullets. So I hope you have armor, because
I do have armor, yes.
And partial cover.
You do.
Yeah, and I'm hidden behind this thing.
So the partial cover is 25. So we'll get to that in a second. Let's start with this guy. So undamaged. He is taking a shot after moving, so there's a -3. He has a +5 to hit, so he ends up with a +2. He's gonna fire 20 bullets at you.
Oh god.
He also had to reload.
No, not yet. His gun has more ammo than he can fire in 1 round.
Oh my god. Whatever magazine he has, I'm putting it in my gun.
I rolled rifle. It should have been submachine gun, but yes. Yeah, he sprays you down and hits you 9 times.
But don't worry, the cover takes away from the damage, not from the attack rolls.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like doing math on like my armor. I'm like, okay.
Let me take a look at your armor while this rolls, because it takes a pretty long time for it to do the calculations.
So basically, just add 25 to all of your armor counts for these.
No,
attacks.
that's not even close to how it works. You're gonna start You're gonna start at 25.
Oh, my legs! Oh my god, my legs!
So the good news is you have 25 armor on your legs right now.
Okay.
And your best armor is your armor everywhere is 14. The difference between yours is 9. So you counted as you have 28 armor on your head, chest, arm, and leg. Or sorry, head, chest, and arms, and your legs have 25. So essentially, your armor is nothing compared to having to get through this thing. So he sprays you down. It never actually hits you. It hits the device in front of you over and over again. It's really unpleasant. Like, you are in a hailstorm of 20 bullets, and 9 of them hit close to, or you can see the chair is like defabricating itself in front of you. It's not able to take this many more bullet sprays like this. In the process, he ejects the magazine and loads a new one. It is scary how professional it is. Like, as soon as the bolt locks open, the magazine is dropping and his left arm is coming up with another thing, and then he locks it back.
Oh, well, God, like, okay, so, like, I don't want to just, like, straight up kill this guy because he could help us, right? So...
No, he's not going to help us. He's a cyber psycho.
Oh, okay, okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. We're just...
Okay, so here's the thing.
Because I thought he has access to, like, undo the doors, right?
Yes, he opened the door to shoot you. All right, so here's the thing. He looks like somebody you saw outside, but his human flesh is actually coming off of his body as he shoots. But he's just wearing, like, normal person clothes. No armor, just a cyber body. Coltan, you were kind of worried about getting shot by this guy. This is a pretty reasonable fear. It's not that he didn't see you, since you saw him, like, look towards you, and there's, like, a red eye laser that swept over you. He just didn't judge you as much of a threat as Maxine.
Well, I'm going to come around the corner and prove him wrong.
Well, show me what you've got.
Yeah. Well, these things are supporting beams, right? So I can, like, shoot and hide behind them as partial cover.
Yes, you can use them as partial cover. They have an armor rating of 25 as well.
Okay. It's going to be all... Yeah.
I mean, just know that if he walks around the corner, there's no cover anymore.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Unless I can like move after I shoot back behind the...
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
But if you want to do any other actions after that, like, you have a total movement of 12 meters in a turn.
Okay.
How you break that up is up to you.
So
but remember, if you move, shoot, you're putting yourself at a huge disadvantage with. That's why they have that -3 after every.
Yeah, I do have to move a little bit.
You don't need to move and shoot again. Like, if you want to say I'm in cover and I'm leaning around, you know, Q and Eing, Rainbow Six Siege style.
Okay, so
yes.
I could have, like, not moved and just shot.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then, because that'll give me the best shot of. I'm dumping my whole magazine into this guy.
Okay.
So you can also do burst fire as well, which is kind of just as good for single target. So burst fire is it's a 3-round burst. So it's your weapon skill plus 1d10 plus reflex plus 3, and then after you hit, you roll a 1d6 divided by 2 to see how many times you hit him. So it's almost the same if you have like full auto is mostly good for doing a lot of attacks if you can guarantee yourself that you're going to hit him a lot. But if you're not guaranteed of that,
But you've got a
3-round
20.
burst is really good.
How big's your magazine?
30.
So you could get a plus.
You'll get a plus 3. Like it'll be the same thing.
You have a minus 3.
That...
Oh, you didn't move. Right. Okay, so you have a plus 3 if you want to shoot with all of them. If you burst fire, it'll also be a plus 3, but you'll only be able to hit him up to 3.
Yeah.
Whereas conceivably you could hit more with full auto.
Yeah, and I do have this is my second
magazine.
clip. I have one more.
Yeah. That's what I'm
So-
saying. Like if ammo is a concern, which it should be, because you don't know how much this guy's going to do, it's worth considering doing burst fire instead.
Is there an aim action?
There is,
yeah.
but it doesn't work the way you would like it to. You have to spend the whole turn doing that and nothing else, and it doesn't take effect until the next turn. That's what the guys
Think of
use
it
when
as
they
like
arrive at the
setting up
door.
a sniper shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not really worth it to do that
Correct.
here. All right, well, 30 shots. Let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
Is it still 15 is my number?
Yes, and you have a plus 3.
You got this.
3
Okay,
shots.
you hit 3 times. Full body armor of 18. For the folks at home, I'm just kind of quickly running in there. Okay, well, no damage to the head. But some of those are... Holy shit, that right arm hit. Okay, well, you completely destroy his right arm, and you damage his left arm, and take my character out, I guess.
36 to the head.
Oh my god, you're right. It actually deals double damage.
Yeah.
Yep, okay, you kill him instantly on the first shot. You actually blow his partially human skull off, and you also blow off his right arm in the process. So he turns, fires at Maxine. You come at him. Maxine, all you see is this guy just fucking drop to the ground, missing certain body parts.
SMGs and rifles, man. Fucking throw away all the handguns. Get SMGs and rifles.
Anything else you want to do there?
And I'm dead on the ground.
Colton? We're just gonna go ahead.
2 people though.
I'm gonna go
Is there
ahead and give
anything-
you a pretty good bonus to your rifle AXP right
Sweet.
here.
Is there anything I can do extra for Newton, or no? Like he's stable. I
Yeah,
can't do anything
he's
else for him?
stable. There's really nothing you can do. He
Like
needs.
even with
he
herbs, even with surgery kit.
Yeah, he needs hospital healing at this point. It's gonna take him weeks to heal.
I'll live to kiss another day.
Yes.
So first aid always requires amenities. You can't do much.
Yeah. So
With,
your
like, kits,
your
so-
equipment allows you to even perform the roll to stabilize him in the first place. Yeah.
Well,
But he'll wake up now.
yeah. As long as we can get him out of here before the cops show up.
He's stabilized, so he's not losing blood, but he is unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Right,
need to
but
get him. You need to get him away from the mortal. So he needs to be more than 12 HP before he wakes
Yeah,
up.
he's
again.
asleep
Okay.
until he gets out of mortal wounds.
And there's nothing
Okay.
I can do now to do that. So
Correct. Yeah, there's no fantasy healing or anything like that. He's just out.
If you can, because I'm gonna guess here that the card I have probably doesn't work now. If you still have movement left that you can run up to him
I was gonna go
and
do that.
steal his security card.
The issue is I don't know if he'll have a physical card if it's just built into his cyber body.
You know,
So you're gonna run up to him then?
searches.
Yeah. Well, how long does it take to search? Is it searching a skill?
It
searching
is a
body?
skill. Yes.
Let me
I
just
don't know what
search
skill it is, but it is going to be a roll for sure.
Awareness notice, maybe?
No, it's not awareness notice.
I'm just trying to angle for a skill that I actually have.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Pick lock.
I'll buy
Pickpocket,
awareness
but-
notice.
I mean, if he's holding it, or if it's
I'll tell you what.
belt or something like that,
do you
yeah.
have some sort of cyber tech? Do you have cyber tech?
What is that? What does
It's
that mean?
it's a tech medical
skill.
It's a tech skill called cyber tech.
Oh, no.
Really?
I have it, but I'm not going to be able to get there for a while.
I
I'll
have
let
basic tech.
I'll let you roll basic tech at a 20.
Oof, it's not gonna.
I guess it would have to be that because there's nothing in the list.
It
about
would be awareness notice, but the thing that you're looking for, he doesn't have an actual physical security badge.
Well, I mean, like for example, it would be like maybe electronics. Oh, I see what you're saying, Arthur. Okay, yeah, I get you. Something
this
like
is-
an RFID hand or something like that.
And this is an action after a movement after a shot. So is this
Correct. It's a -6.
I don't even know if I can hit this.
All you gotta do is throw luck at it or hit a 10. You know.
I don't have any luck left.
Well, then hope you know. You
What
look.
is the roll? So I get 1 XP at the end of the fucking.
Wow.
Hey, man.
I'll give you 1 XP, not towards basic tech, but towards cyber tech. How about that?
Cool.
Learning a new skill.
I made one roll this session and I rolled a 40. It could be
So
worse.
I can get to here.
Let me hop back on
Oh,
over.
also I have reloaded my last.
Perfect.
magazine.
Sounds good. All right, you run up in there, Pascal.
Can I? Am I close enough
so
that I can make
much
a
blood.
that I can make a cyber tech roll?
Absolutely, please do.
Mechanics question. If I fail it this time because I'm rolling at -3, can
Yes,
I
if
roll
you-
it again next
No.
round or no?
No, once you fail it, you haven't found it.
All right, I'm gonna dump all my luck in it, so I'm rolling at a +1.
Wow, you guys are really just stunting on me tonight. Okay. Wow, exactly what you needed. Pascal, or more correctly, Glimo, are you a fan of the play Hamlet?
Yes.
Alas, Yorick, I knew thee well. Embedded in his skull, which is now visible because he's been shot in the head, is the mechanisms necessary for him to communicate back to home base that are still semi-active. He is in communication with a netrunner, and you're pretty sure that the netrunner is currently running everything in the facility. So someone has remotely logged into his body and was using it, and that person is also in control of all of the doors and computers in this facility right now.
It's this guy.
No, he's unconscious.
Janitor.
John
So-
Jacobs.
Me, Mash Nathers. No.
Twist.
I'm more of a Hamlet 2 man myself.
Hamlet 2, Electric
Yeah,
Boogaloo.
you gotta pick up the skull and talk to it. To be or not to be.
I mean, I actually
That
was
is
a
the
bigger
question.
fan of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead, but
Okay,
Ooh,
all right.
yes.
okay.
Do you
so,
think this guy would have got fried if his connection got severed?
so
Your cyber
here's-
tech roll tells you that's not what happened. He's still actively in the body, even though the body is dead.
So
A limbless hand comes up, flips the bird, goes back down.
do I have the ability to trace this back?
No, you're not a netrunner.
That
Well, no,
beeping,
but I've got,
it
like-
gets me every time.
I've got electronic security.
It's that you
No.
could force him out of the system, but you can't backtrace him. Netrunners operate on a whole level of security that's way outside your ability.
Electronic security is literally like electronic locks and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, you know, I was hoping it was, you know, I had something I could do.
You need to get that APGamingREAL GM character insert for Netrunner in the crew.
Do I think that I can sever his control of the cyber body?
More correctly, you believe that if you had some sort of cyber modem or if you interfaced into the dying cyborg, you could try to eject him from this whole area. Maybe. The alternative, though, is that he burns your brain out and kills you instantly.
So I mean, I have data plugs, but I'm not a netrunner. I don't have interface.
Correct. Right. So you would essentially be battling him, and he'd be rolling his interface versus your not interface. It would be very likely you would die in the process.
You'd be a key cowboy, and he'd be a laser man.
Yeah. You could certainly attempt to force him out of the cyborg body so that he's not observing you using its suite of sensors without exposing yourself to that level of danger. And you have a 20 on Cybertech. I'd allow you to just get in there and if you could move a little bit farther. Have you used your full move allowance?
I used my full move allowance to get to there.
Then that'll be something for next turn to get in there and rip the communication suite out of his skull, which includes part of a brain that is bleeding onto the floor. It's going to be wet and it's going to be messy, but you're a psychopath, so I guess that doesn't matter to you.
You know.
You'll have to clean your hands afterwards.
Between me or the Ripper Doc, I mean, we should be able to get that done.
You could point it out to Colton if you wanted him to do it on his turn.
Colton, that thing there, take it out of his brain.
It's like a blinking orange box.
There's a ghost in the machine, and he's using the cyborg to watch us.
Okay.
Maxine, you're alive. You haven't been shot once. You've been shot at.
Let's see. I am going to. Let's see. So you're dealing with Cyborg Guy. I am actually going to move over to. Let's see. I have 18 movement that I can do. So
We still need to get those kidneys.
We do need to get the kidneys.
As you left click your character, if you press Q, it will, and then as you move your character around, it will draw out the distance.
Great. And so basically where I'm wanting to go is going to be to here, correct, to get into the morgue.
You have to let go of the character so we can see where you move to.
Oh, whoops, sorry. Okay.
So you can see that, but we can't. Yes, you are moving towards the morgue.
Okay, so that is what I'm going to do. I want to go into the morgue. But
okay.
The morgue, try to see her. It's the morgue.
Morgue is the middle
It's
one.
the middle one.
Is it? Can you guys not actually see it? My bad.
I can see it. I'm good. Okay.
We can see the name of it. We can't see inside though.
Okay, you should be able to see inside the morgue now.
There you go.
All right. So I'm gonna go.
So the morgue door is open, and
Right.
the other door here is closed, but I revealed it accidentally. This door has a red light over it, just like all of the other security doors do, and is clearly permanently locked at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the morgue.
Okay.
So here I am.
All right. There's
In
it's
Morgueville.
it. So you go from room temperature to somewhere around 0. It's cold. It's very cold, and there are 12 dead bodies in here.
Nice. I'm gonna get me some
Bonus.
kidneys. I've got a scalpel. I got some time.
The bodies are all frozen, so it's a little bit more difficult to work with.
Are they all open like the other dude?
Yes, they are all open.
Fold back those flaps and get them kidneys.
I'm gonna need you to make a tech medical roll on whoever you want to work on, and you're at a -3 because you moved.
Okay, tech medical. That I don't think I have that as a skill.
Then you can attempt this, but if you fail, you're gonna destroy the organs.
Oh
It's a
god.
tech roll, isn't it?
You're just cut. Yeah, it's gonna be the tech stat, but you're just you have no knowledge of how to perform surgery, and you are cutting frozen body parts out. It's not great.
Oh.
This is a kidney, right? If she pops out an eyeball.
I think it'd be more likely that she removes like the gallbladder and the spleen, and he's like, "You don't know what those are, do you?" All right.
Okay.
You need a 15, and you're rolling your tech skill, or your
Okay.
tech stat,
My tech.
which is a 4.
Tech.
So
Okay,
you need to hit a
yes.
10, and then you also need to hit a 1 afterwards. So you have
I used 5 luck before. I'm gonna use 2 on
You
this.
literally have to roll a 10 on the die, or you're going to destroy the body.
Well, she's got 2 points of luck, so that makes it an 8.
There is 12 bodies in there, and we only need 10, so she's got 2 to learn.
Oh, God. Okay, so what's my modifier then? It's going
Plus
to be +2. Okay. Oh, come on. This is dumb.
All right, so you get in there with the surgical knife. You remove half of a kidney. You've got that kidney cross section you're looking at, and you're like, "Oh, this is so hard to work with." It's like slicing frozen meat. I mean, literally, is slicing frozen meat. It's just not the meat you're used to.
It's tastier.
Like when you try and cut a frozen chicken, you know, like.
Anything else you want to try, Maxine?
Well, let's see. Is there any way that I can get these bodies thawed out so they're easier to work with?
It's gonna take hours to thaw them out.
Okay.
There's a microwave in there that you can.
There is not a microwave in there. That is
Who microwaved fish?
in the morgue.
Fish and broccoli.
Oh, I do have it.
Who microwaved Dan Fishman?
Okay.
Well, gee, I'm so glad I went to the morgue. That was great.
There's out of game. I have the teaching skill. I could teach you.
Yes, it will take weeks, but yes.
He does have to
He
charge.
can't like text me.
It's not like we're doing the thing and I'm doing a teaching role and it increases her XP or
That's
something.
not how it works.
Where we get like a montage type thing.
Yeah.
You have 10 seconds, so there's no montaging there. Montage is to cover weeks of training in preparation to take on your Cobra Kai rivals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else from Maxine?
I mean, no, there's not really much
Very
else
well.
I can do here. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna chill here and wait for help to help me get these organs.
In like a week's time, Colton's gonna show up back at your apartment with like 20 frozen turkeys. Like, okay, we're learning how to do this.
Our last action of the night will be the conversation between Mash Nathers and the security guard, which is technically the beginning of the round, but let's just do this. All right, you want to convince him of what exactly? You had something pretty good, but I don't remember it now.
The guy's leg was in the door and that he needed to
Oh,
open
right.
it up.
Perfect. Okay, so he's willing to at least listen to you. I'm gonna need some sort of persuasion and fast talk.
Sure. Would you mind giving me a bonus since I fucking nailed the credibility roll last time?
How much? Oh, you actually nailed it by a lot. That's true. I'll give you a
Yeah, I
plus
got
2.
like a 38.
I'll give you a plus 2.
I'll take it.
All right, you need to hit 15.
I'm also using SFX and Folly. Like I got like a, some stuff in there that I'm like grinding together. I was like, oh, can't you hear the bone against the wall?
Oh, you could even
Awful.
get a recording of the doctor's voice going, ah,
Yeah.
because he made that noise several times while he was dying.
You use the same sound you recorded when you broke his knee backwards. It's like the crunch. Ah!
I just like spread it out a bit so it's a bit
Wilhelm
longer,
scream.
you know?
Yeah.
Alright, so +2 mod?
Yes.
How's a 22 you bruh? That's
Good
pretty
enough.
good roll,
Good
actually.
enough. All right. So he goes, okay, look, I'm not in control of the facility right now. I could just open and lock this door. Let me get on the line with the guy, okay? I'm gonna have to put you on hold. And then you hear like a bum ba ba bum ba.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm unplugging
Zeta
the
Tech.
tower, the computer tower, and I'm just like, picking it up, and I'm just
Okay,
about
you're
to,
carrying
step out
20
the
pounds
door.
of computer. You unplug it while it's in operation before safely shutting it down? Is that what you're just gonna rip it out the wall, basically?
He pulls out a USB stick without ejecting it.
I mean,
It
look.
is the early 80s, so
Yeah.
that is important.
So are you
How
gonna
long's it
save
gonna take to shut down?
I
How long's it gonna take
mean-
to shut down?
a minute or more? There's no SSD hard
Whole
drives.
minute to shut down the computer.
You remember having to shut down Windows 95, brother? Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
All right,
It's so
young
long
pup.
ago. No, I did have it, but I don't remember how long ago. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to rip it out.
Okay, all right.
Where they fall, where it falls, because it sounds like the guy can't open the door for very long, so I'd rather be outside.
To explain it to you, he is going to call the netrunner who is currently locking the facility down and be like, "Can you let the guy out of the office? You're killing our guy." I just want to remind you guys, though, there is a security camera that's watching all of this happen inside the facility.
Yeah. It's right on the edge, Arthur.
No,
and
he can see
the
it.
guy right there in the corner.
No, if he's hooked into the system, he can definitely see that the guy is already dead and not there. All right, that is where we're ending for the night, so we can get Spooty to bed on time. Let's talk about experience points. I might be missing some because Coltan absolutely nailed Tech Medical. So
Yeah, you did.
Why don't you guys talk amongst yourselves about how the session went? I only have up to the break in terms of experience.
So I think the big thing takeaway from this is that the conversation goes, Arthur, I move into cover and then I fire my gun.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I kind of put
cover,
myself out there.
Cover, super important. Armor, super important.
I should have like leaned around the corner rather than just been like, "Yo."
True, it's true.
I got that D&D barbarian mentality in my head.
Considering
Also-
how much of a clusterfuck last session was, this one went pretty well.
Yeah.
Also, it stands to reason that handguns, in my opinion, are still like some of the worst performing weapons in this game by a long shot. I mean, they're great against people who are unarmored, but most people are going to have some sort of armor.
I built Pascal planning that he wasn't ever gonna fight, and then I had to fight this time. So
2d6
he was about as
caliber in
effective
terms
as I
of-
built him.
Yeah, I mean, there are some handguns that are that have got some higher caliber ammo in them. Like for example, the very heavy auto pistols do 46 damage, which
By
is
the way, AP.
Yep.
I only fired my rifle once at the doctor before the break.
Yeah, I've been updating it as.
Okay, cool.
All right, I am ready to deploy experience. Do you have something, Dave?
nah, I'm good.
All right.
Experience.
Match Nathers, library search, 1 IP.
1
1.
for library. Okay.
Credibility, 5. Persuasion, 3. Newton Maxwell, wrestling,
Yes.
4.
Ooh.
Rifle, 1.
Aw.
Maxine, rifle 3,
Woohoo.
which is good because I don't think you do not
I don't
have
have
rifle.
that, so no idea.
Once you hit 10 points, you'll get a level 1 in the skill.
Nice.
Dodge and escape 2. Handgun
Okay.
4. First aid 1, which again, another skill you don't have.
Nice.
Pascal, handgun 4.
Cybertech?
You're right. I forgot that you made the Cybertech roll. I'll give you Cybertech 4. It's going to be fairly important coming up.
Thank you.
Coltan, you're a big winner here tonight. Rifle
Yeah.
6,
Nice.
Cybertech 1, Medtech 6.
Oh,
You also
yeah.
got stealth as well.
Cybertech 1,
Yep.
Medtech 6.
Hide
I can just
evade
I can
1.
just add that to my other one.
Oh, I'm sorry, hide and evade and stealth are 2 different skills. So yeah, stealth 1.
Cool.
That should cover everything everybody used. You all will take 4 floating IP points that you can put in anything you want. So those
So
go
that
up.
should be enough to get you some of that sweet rifle if you want it.
Yeah. I mean, that puts us up to 11, so you could purchase a level 1 of any skill, right?
Yes. Not any skill. So some of those skills have like a 2 or a 3 beside them, which indicate that
Generally,
they're
tech skills are harder to get. Yeah.
and martial
So
arts.
you have to buy them at a
martial
certain level. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I mean, but
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no,
like-
no. If it's got a 3 there, it's just 3 times more expensive. If it's got a 2 there,
Right.
it's 2 times more expensive.
So, for instance, Thai kickboxing has a 4, which means you need a 40 to open it.
to even just be at level 1.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Which is why those sorts of skills are really good to get during character creation. Yeah.
Okay. So let's take a second to just decompress and talk. Honestly, given what you guys were facing, I think you did pretty well. Only a couple of you are used to the system. Newton went down. I didn't realize he didn't have head or arm armor. If I had noticed, I would have talked to you about it, because it's really, really probable you'll get shot in those 3 locations.
That'll be alright.
I think you should get some. We need to get you.
We need to get paid.
That's true.
Yeah.
And look, I love that you guys are securing monetary sources. I don't know that moist, soggy, thawing bodies are going to get you much. But some strategic cuts might bring you
No,
vast
pay
wealth.
data is the bonus. This is the
Yes.
the body parts is so we don't get bashed by a drug lord.
Yeah.
I've
true.
got 40 bucks.
That's how I got. Yeah.
So when people get 2,000 Eurobucks under the belt, just go buy yourself some subdermal armor. You know, get that skin weave.
It'll take weeks for the surgery, but sure.
No, skin weave is literally a nano injection.
Oh,
and it
okay.
takes, like,
Oh,
a
that's
week
true.
for
You're
the
right.
armor to
I
come
thought you
back,
were
yeah.
talking about the skeletal replacement one.
No.
I think we learned a lot today about how guns work. Fictional guns. These guns don't work like actual guns. Being shot by a handgun, even if you are wearing really good body armor, still hurts like a bitch. So
Yeah. That's
And this-
why I was considering putting like a stun rating on handguns or something like that. Or just being shot in general. Like, yeah.
yeah, some of you guys aren't as good at combat, and I don't think anybody's expecting you to be good at combat. You all have your own areas of speciality. The guy who is good at combat, unfortunately, only got to combat one guy before getting taken out.
I killed a couple people.
Did you? Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right.
I killed like the.
You helped kill the doctor,
toughest guy.
and you. I think the cyber zombie was the toughest guy.
Toughest guy.
You got the second toughest guy.
As far as
Yeah,
leveling
I'm
up
also
goes,
built for combat. I didn't get to do any of it though.
as far as leveling up goes for like veterans, is it better to open up a new skill or buff up a skill you already have?
What do you want to do? Is a bigger question.
I could buy into either cybertech or stealth 1 point.
Cybertech is like 20 points actually.
Okay, so never mind, I can do that.
Cybertech costs 2 times the amount
Yeah.
it normally does. So
Okay.
Cybertech will allow you to do cyber surgery.
yeah.
It might be worth investing in, especially if Newton's arms need to be replaced, which they do.
Yeah.
To be fair though, I think Newton should actually go to like a professional.
An actual
Yes.
clinic.
Yes.
Yeah. Like to get like installed cyberware is like you don't want to put it onto a level 1 player. Like that's
I want to
how
do
your character would die.
the equivalent of flying to Southeast Asia to get healthcare.
You're probably better off going into space at this point to get healthcare, I think. So
Right.
You
Okay.
fly into Southeast Asia with a butt
Basically,
full of drugs
what we
and you
all
get your
need to
thing
do
for
is
free.
get trauma team cards once we get money off of this.
That would not be a bad plan, but just know that let me say this: you all are experienced edge runners. You know that a enemy security team is inbound, and it's highly probable that any of the doctors here would have more than enough money, because they're doctors, to have trauma team cards that might be going off right now. The trauma team might be on their way to recover their bodies.
well, no, you physically have to break something, if I remember correctly. in order to
No,
call
it's
them.
it's
Yeah, you're
auto.
supposed to snap it in half.
That's
You have to
some of
snap
them.
it in half, yeah.
Some of them do that, and some of them don't.
Okay.
There
I
are-
believe that there's like some implant which works on flatline or something.
There's
but-
like
There
a
is-
dead man switch.
There's
card.
a dead man switch. There's also a plastic card. You're given that so that you can break it in case someone in your team gets hurt. It's like calling AAA for somebody else.
I love the idea that there's a team out there which shoots a partner, kicks them into a building, and then as they're falling, they crack their code and have the medical team come in and clear the building for them, and then they go in after. Like,
Wow.
did no one ever think of that?
You could
Oh,
attempt it.
absolutely. We did that a couple of times in my college games.
It's a great way to
What's
piss
that?
off the trauma
Stuck in
team.
prison? Crack.
Newton Maxwell,
You can only
aka
do it once, but
Spootnik _. Yeah, listen, defrauding the trauma team is a great way to not have trauma team access in the future.
yeah.
They aren't NPCs. They're
If all doctors are the same, and Colton believes they are, we're all vindictive bastards.
wow. Spootnik, give us a little outro and then your thoughts about this session. What do you got for me?
Yeah, you can, like I said, follow me on Spootnik _71 on all the socials. I thought that this session was great. I definitely learned what to do and what not to do, but still had fun. Somehow I'm still alive. I was expecting to have to come up with a new character by next week, but hey, we're good. The Salamander will rise again.
Yeah, at least you
with
didn't
new
get brained.
Yeah.
If you got brained, there would be no coming back from that. Yeah.
Arms are a lot like tails, I hear, for some.
Yeah, they just grow back.
So are we actually taking this other guy's body so that you can have his arms? Is that the?
Fuck yeah.
So who's
Free
got 9
cyber
body?
arms.
Am I gonna be like 2 bodies on my shoulders and a computer resting on my head?
Listen,
and
I have a 9 body.
Dr. Barnabas Jenkins
good,
has a 10 body and he has multiple pieces of cyberware. I don't know that you can solo fire him and carry him.
Strength feet and 9
I
bodies.
just need the arms.
Fucking strength feet. I'll buy that guy.
I just need the arms.
By the way, when you first did the strength feet thing, I really thought that you meant like you have like strong feet and you were like going to like kick something.
I mean,
That's
you're
really
Listen,
what I
that's-
thought.
off the mark. Yeah.
So-
You're really not.
I want to tell you a story about Dungeons and Dragons. There's a guy that told this story to me a long time ago. He was playing a paladin in like Pathfinder 3.5, and he marked down all of his abilities on paper, and he was dying. And as he was dying, he said, well, I have something here that says turn undead, so I'd like to come back as a zombie and kill this guy instead of dying. And so I was like, that's not how turn undead works.
No.
He'd never actually read the ability. Yeah,
That's
strength
funny.
feet is not about having strong feet. It's strength feet!
It's the mother who lifts the burning car off the child.
I mean, I think it's strong men at a carnival stuff. Maxine Martini, aka Refashionista. An outro
Yeah.
from you, please, and also, you know, what can you tell us about how you thought about this session? Something happened.
Sure. You can look me up anywhere. It's Refashionista if you want to see some of my fun sewing projects with thrift store clothes. No, I thought tonight went really well. Like I definitely also like learned a lot this session. And that's been really great, especially the whole like hiding and covering behind things when people can shoot at you. That's a pretty smart thing to do. And that I'm also bad at surgery. That's another useful tidbit.
You have a 0 in it, so
Yeah, but I have heart, you know.
having guts does not help you in removing guts intact. Listen, you can certainly remove guts. It's
Just not well.
the good stuff that you need, though.
Yeah.
No one needs you to remove intestines and bring them back, by the way. That would be like a big soupy mess. Like carrying 20 pounds of spaghetti. Wet.
Ew.
Yeah, it does sound terrible.
Here's this 5-meter rope.
You can make sausages. Ooh.
They can do a trauma team or a security team's helicopter replace their ropes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's disgusting.
That is disgusting.
Got anything else?
That's it.
Henley, aka Mash Nathers.
What up? Thanks for playing. Thanks for running. So go follow me on Twitter at Kinky Fridays and at Henley HENL3Y. Lots of stuff's coming up in the near future. Games coming out on the 28th. Go check that shit out. As for the session, yeah, I'm glad that we nailed down what full auto is and how useful it can be. I think that's a very important part of this game. So it's going to be a lot of fun when the players work out like grenades and other things like that, and how fun they can be in combat and all that sort of stuff. So can't wait to get into that. I think Spooty's going to come back with robot hands. I don't know, maybe.
Listen,
Right.
we did not address
like
it,
to.
but
After rewatching the first couple episodes of Die Party Night City, I'm really wishing that I'd taken some C6 during character creation.
Mm-hmm.
I love explosives. You'll note that I use them quite often in that game. Mostly rocket launchers. We never saw Maxine use the micro missile launcher, which is surprisingly a very strong weapon, but only once.
You'll see it. It'll definitely happen.
I can't wait.
Yeah. I was even like, I was wanting to push to like use it in the morgue to like heat up the morgue.
That's
Which is probably excessive and not a great idea.
I don't know. That's not how missiles work. They're not flares. Okay.
Dump thermite onto the morgue floor.
Oh, please not thermite. Not again. We're actually talking about thermite during the prep for this session. Drumurboy, what do you got?
I make music. I just finished another Star Wars track. My second to last one, if I am correct in saying so. My last character theme, anyway. Second to last character theme. Because Star Wars music is very hard to write, especially writing the line between copyright infringement and sounding like Star Wars. Yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoyed the session. Finally getting some XP, learning how that works, even if I'm gaming it a little bit, is fun. Getting really lucky on face shots is also fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can tell you exactly how to get IP if you want. Yeah, I'll post a little snippet.
Oh, damn it. Don't do this to me, Dave. How did you feel that the session went?
It was good. Like I said, it was like last session was a shit show, and I feel like we just committed to the path that the blow up everything path, and it worked out. At least so far. I'm excited to get into that secret hexagon room and see what's happening there.
I see. Yeah.
Also collecting 10 bear asses or for this guy.
We still need to make a nice like skill shot video.
Yeah.
Of this.
Skill shot.
You're gonna have like the
360 no scopes.
Yeah. It's gonna be sick.
We're now going to use Spooty's character as like one of the rescue victims that we pulled out of
Weekend
this
at
place.
Bernie's.
My theme
This
music will
man
just
had
be.
both his arms removed.
My theme music will just be like "In the arms of an angel," and it'll just be sad photo montages of me.
Yeah. Look at this man
It'll turn into
in
a
the prime of his
version.
life.
Turn into a synthwave version by like Carpenter Brute or something. Just some incredibly almost metal synthwave of that song.
Now, I want to be clear. It hasn't happened yet, and it won't happen for a little while. But you should be aware that as bad as full auto is, what's way worse is a dude with 6 arms firing 3 full auto rifles at you at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Literally, there's a cybernetic you can get that allows for a second arm underneath your joint.
Actually, it allows you to get 2 extra arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you got the empathy to spare, you can have you can have 5 arms with chainsaws and 1 with a rifle.
You know what's even better than having empathy to spare? Going past the 0 point It's still adding more stuff.
Speaking of
I also
highest empathy,
love-
highest empathy in getting multiple limbs, Pascal or Glimo, what's up?
Yeah. Glimo, aka Pascal. It was an episode for you. Some things happened.
It was an episode.
It was an episode.
I'm Glimo. You can find me at twitch.tv/Glimo. I stream a lot of Call of Cthulhu. Back catalogs up on YouTube. Go check us out. Yeah, it was an episode. I keep thinking that we have a brilliant plan, and then we don't get to execute on the brilliant plan. But I think, you know, we finally might have some ideas of what to do now. So excited to see what happens next time.
Okay.
Order
the
66 for
Netrunner
us
is a very weird twist that I was not expecting.
The Order 66 for us going forward is execute all noodle consumers before entering the building.
Right.
I will point out, Newton did identify that one of the people at the noodle stand was a operative. He just didn't mention it to anybody.
Yeah, that is true.
And you entered the building without like stopping to execute him or anything.
Well, you know.
If they're not Team Danger Noodle.
Danger. One thing
my
I want to
God.
mention before I do my outro for Maxine is that your micro missile launcher can fire around corners, so you can shoot at stuff that you can't see.
Oh, nice.
But it is a
That's
30%
good to
chance
know.
of getting lost along the way.
Okay. Good to
Like
know.
a stupid dog.
Oh, what was that gun in Perfect Dark that allowed you to shoot the Redeemer?
No, there was a gun in the sniper rifle, the alien sniper rifle in Perfect Dark allowed you to shoot through walls.
That was the far side.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
far
bullshit.
Side. But they also had a remote control.
Oh
rocket
yeah,
launcher
like
that would
rocket.
move
Yes.
Slowly.
Oh, it was such bullshit. The laptop sentry gun as well. That was good stuff.
Yeah.
You kill
That-
camp
yeah.
bots all day with that.
The Redeemer was from Unreal Tournament.
I know,
But it was the same
I
thing.
know it's a Redeemer, but I don't remember what it was called in Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark is basically Cyberpunk in the future, as far as I'm concerned.
Not that far in the future.
Anyone look?
Took place in the
was-
early 2000s.
There was a gun in there which was called the Cyclone, which was literally had a secondary fire mode, which was like, here's an entire block of lead. Let's just burn through that and shoot out like little slivers of metal at everyone.
Look forward to Perfect Dark next gen being announced tomorrow at the Xbox thing.
Really?
Oh,
Is that going to happen?
I don't know. They've launched every Xbox with a new Perfect Dark game, so maybe. But
is that true? No.
they have a
I mean,
new
actually, you might be right. They had that really shit one that came out recently.
that
like
was for
10
the
years ago.
series. That was for the Series X or whatever, or Xbox One.
So are we good
And-
for next week? Everybody's going to,
Yeah.
on the face of things, be able to make it? Okay.
Yeah.
Friends, we had an episode. This will be going up on YouTube at noon tomorrow, and 3 minutes is tomorrow. That's it. Drop by on Discord. Let us know how we did. Say nice stuff about the players on Twitter. They work really hard, and I think they did a pretty good job overall. Except maybe Pascal.
Shoot that guy in the face over and over. It's amazing. Anyway,
Pascal did a really good job, actually. I was just singling Glimo out. Have a good night.